Caravan Du Nord is a 7-date tour in outstate Minnesota that's bringing artists generally from Minneapolis, St. Paul out into the state and pretty much exposing new audiences to those artists and then incorporating a local artist onto the bill. MMC is an organization that's set up to support independent Minnesota musicians to help them become more successful in their quest to create art for a living.
Do you think that living the life of a musician is, I guess, one of the better ways to live your life?
Great question.
Cameron, I think it's sort of how it's a difficult life. I mean, I think the way to do it, though, is to start off living very simply. Because then, when you're getting $20 for a gig or $50 or whatever, as long as you have low overhead, you can kind of keep the machine going. But it's a heartbreaking life, It's because it's an emotional roller coaster because you have, you put your heart into putting on a good show and you feel like you play great, and then it's just the roller coaster, and then maybe you only get 5 people and you book a tour out in South Dakota,
I think there's a misconception among a lot of the public as to how much money a band makes when they first go on tour. I think a lot of people think, oh, you're playing in all these towns, you must be doing very well. But, I mean, the first couple of years of that you spent playing for 5 people, you might get paid $20 at the end of the night after driving for 8 hours to get there,
When you first are playing shows in your hometown, you have more of an audience than when you go play someplace else for the very first time because your friends come to see you. Like our very first show we ever played as Trampled by Turtles, like 30, 40 people came, dude. Right. Dave and Dave had family drive up to watch.
Like this everywhere.
First time we played in Denver, Colorado, there was 3 people there.
Yeah. It's a little disheartening at first. This started as a side project. Most of us were playing in other bands, and we had a show in Duluth that we needed something for.
I think it even got billed as Dave some in that band, and Dave was like, no.
Like I said, when we started in 2003, it was taken much less seriously, I think, than it is now. Even for the first couple of records, it was, the shows were more spread out. Now it's become pretty much our lifestyle. So.
You have to have extremely low overhead in the beginning to be able to do it, and that's no matter where you are. We used to go out and play with this band called the Ramones in New York, and they were friendly guys, and we loved their music. We played a lot together because we liked each other. But similar deal is they had a rehearsal space that they either slept at their parents' house and then came to the rehearsal space and slept there, and then there was like one shower, and they all shared it. It was on Fashion Avenue, it was on 9th Avenue in New York, and it was just very, very bare bones existence. And same thing, there was one summer of my life where I just ate Pillsbury, like these biscuits that you could get for 19 cents. And we had those twice a day, and we would share them. With the people that I know that are musicians, I don't know anyone who's had a choice.
Yeah.
You don't pick it picks you.
We're in the process right now of working on the Caravan Du Nord Tour for 2012. So we've applied for a grant through the Minnesota State Arts Board, and we've contacted artists, and we're hopeful that we can do this again next year.
Thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you.